we really had that sense that people saw in this story what they wanted to see, kind of regardless of the facts and the merits, that you know, they just sort of, there were people we talked to who just sort of assumed, even when we said, you know, the reason we went back to this, to kind of back at these events with the book, was to revisit them in a more thoughtful, in-depth, detailed way, with the benefit of time. But I did have people who I would talk to and say, I'm writing this book, and they would be like, oh, you're going to get him, right? Or people who would say, oh, you're going to finally like show that this guy was railroaded and was treated terribly. And so given those incredible extremes, you know, I think our outcome is that kind of messy in between, which is probably unsatisfying to no one, probably satisfies no one. That, you know, we found these allegations credible, ultimately, of these women, but we also kind of got to know Kavanaugh a lot better, which I think, you know, most of the country hasn't, quite frankly. We started to understand his record, you know, kind of 12 years on the, you know, Second Circuit, and kind of what those decisions were, and then actually he's kind of more of a Roberts than a Scalia, and it might be helpful for people to know that, who are, you know, very worried about him being a right-wing ideologue. That he's respected in, you know, most professional and personal circles. Everyone we spoke to spoke incredibly highly of him. That he's, you know, promoted women in a meaningful way on the bench. These were some of the kind of counterintuitive things that we also uncovered that I think were sort of lost in sort of the flurry and the rush to judgment originally.